for the past month. Not past month. I haven't had it for a month. I've only had it for a week. So for the past week, I've just had a high. Oh shit. Hello everyone, it's Ryan here. It's time to do a Let's Play of Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I told you all I was going to do this at the end of Killzone 2, and here we are. We're totally doing it. So, I just started up the game. This is the first time I've played Uncharted Drake's Fortune in a very, very long time. I think the last time I played this was for the Platinum when this game got trophy patched back in 2009, I think, 2008. I think I got a trophy patch the same year trophies came out, and I think trophies came out 2008. I'm pretty sure. I might be off by a year, give or take, but that is the last time I played this game. And before then, the last time I played it was basically when the game came out in 2007. So we're just going to start a new game, keep the bonus treasures and medals. Sure, why not? Doesn't matter. We'll play on easy so I don't die like an idiot. New save data. Let's look at the old save data. Let's look 59% there. We got 22% there. And there's my 100% collecting only 61 treasures? Is there only 61 treasures in the whole game? I guess there is. I don't know. Doesn't matter, I got the platinum to show for it. Anyway, how are all you guys doing? This is a new recording session for me, so I'm going to be doing a few parts of this Uncharted Drake's Fortuning. And actually, you know what? I am going to stay silent for the cutscenes in this game, because there's not that many. There is a lot of dialogue, obviously, during like gameplay, so I might talk over that. But cutscenes I'll stay silent for, which I believe we're going to have one in a few minutes, so I'm going to stop talking at any point in time. And also, this is a really good game. This is a Naughty Dog game. We all love these games. I mean, some people don't like Uncharted, but whatever. They're losers. So I do like Uncharted. A lot of people do, so I'll stay silent during the brilliant cutscenes because I do love the dialogue of these games. Actually, it's going to open with a quote, isn't it? I think all three of those games do. Yeah, there's a quote coming up right here from somebody. I don't know who. Some explorer. Marco Polo? I don't remember. There must be a beginning of any great matter, but the continuing unto the end until it be thoroughly finished yields the true glory. Oh, Sir Francis. Of course, Sir Francis Drake. What the hell am I thinking? 1587. I like the opening scene of this game, though. And back then, this game looked great. I'll turn on subtitles for you guys. Oh, here we go.
I'm here off the coast of Panama where we just recovered what we believe to be the coffin of legendary explorer Sir Francis Drake, who was buried at sea over 400 years ago. Are you sure you want to be defiling your ancestors' remains like that?
You make it sound so dirty. Besides, thought you didn't believe me.
Well, I did do my research, and apparently Francis Drake didn't have any children.
Well, history can't be wrong, you know. For example, you can't defile an empty coffin.
What the hell?
You devil.
What is it? Come on, hold it up.
No way. Deal was for a coffin. That's it.
Wait a minute. If my show hadn't have funded this expedition, you wouldn't have...
You got your story, lady.
Look, Mr. Drake, you signed a contract. I have a right to see every single thing that...
Could you hold that thought? Sully, we got some trouble. Hurry it up.
Okay. What's going on?
Pirates.
Pirates?
Yeah, the modern kind. They don't take prisoners. At least not male prisoners.
Wait, what are you talking about? Shouldn't we call the authorities or something?
Yeah, that'd be a great idea, but we don't exactly have a permit to be here.
What?
Yeah, so unless you want to end up in a Panamanian jail, we should probably handle this ourselves.
Well, what's worse?
You obviously haven't been in a Panamanian jail. Do you know how to use one of these?
Yeah, it's like a camera. You point and shoot, right?
Good girl. Here we go.
Alright, so right off the bat I want to immediately apologize, just in case the HD PVR once again screws up footage, and then my you know, my voice isn't on sync with the gameplay. Because now I'm like super afraid that that's actually going to happen again. I have to get so used to the controls right now. I haven't played an Uncharted game in a while. And since we're also on PlayStation 3, that means L1 and R1 is to shoot, and I haven't played PlayStation 3 games in a while, so when you're playing a lot of PS4 with those better R2 and L2 triggers, you've got, you know, on PS4 it's L2 to aim, R2 to shoot, and now we're back to L1, R1. So it'll take me a little bit to get used to this. I keep hitting square to reload. That's obviously not to reload. Press, yeah, a bunch of fighting moves. I gotta really adjust here. It has been some time, and it's been a long time since I played Uncharted 1. What I was going to say earlier was, you know, when this game came out, obviously it looked great, but this is one of those games that looks not nearly as good because of the sequels. I mean, this is Naughty Dog we're talking about, so, I mean, they're really good at what they do, and for Uncharted 2 and 3 specifically, actually, really specifically 3 really looks good. It just puts one away, you know, in terms of actual graphical fidelity. But 1 specifically really, like, I mean, it aged well. It's just, again, like, when you compare it to later Uncharted, it really doesn't hold up nearly as well. But, it's not like one of those unbearable things where, like, it's looking borderline Resistance, because Resistance really kind of doesn't hold up well. Resistance Fall of Man, of course. The other Resistances look actually pretty good. Actually, 3 looks really good. And I'm just meleeing all these guys, by the way, because I have no patience. I need to figure out what buttons reload. Okay, that guy's done. How do you reload? Is it triangle? I'm trying to figure out how do you reload? Okay, I think it's L2 or R2 or something. I just hit a bunch of fucking buttons and it seemed to have it did something. Also, why is this aimed like this? Okay, there we go. I clicked R3 and L3. Oh snap! Here comes Sully. Oh, he's my boy. I love Sully. Alright, for real, dude. There we go.
Damn it. Whole ship's gonna blow. We gotta jump.
Oh, wait.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Come on. Go.
All right.
I can't leave you alone for a minute, can I?
I had everything under control until they blew up the boat. You all right?
Nothing that years of therapy won't fix.
Well, if it isn't the beautiful and talented Elena Fisher.
Flattery will get you screen time.
Yeah, I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Victor Sullivan.
Huh.
For Christ's sakes. What do you say we get out of here before we attract any more attention?
Well?
Little present from Sir Francis.
Oh, so you found the coffin. Wait a minute, is this what I think it is?
Drake's lost diary. He faked his death, just like I said, Sully. He must have been onto something big.
Yeah, well, let's just keep that between us.
Thanks for the loan, Mr. Drake. I think I've earned a look at that diary when we land.
So look, when Drake sailed into the Pacific, he took the Spanish fleet completely by surprise. He captured their ships, he took all their maps, their letters, their journals, and he recorded everything in this diary.
So this...
But when he got back to England, Queen Elizabeth confiscated all of his charts and logbooks, including this one, and then swore his entire crew to silence.
Yeah, so this...
You see, Drake discovered something on that voyage, Sully. Something so secret and so valuable, they couldn't risk it getting out.
All right, Nate, just pretend for a minute that I don't really care about any of that stuff and cut to the chase, would you?
Man only interested in the climax. He must be a real hit with the ladies.
Never had any complaints.
Okay, then. I'll jump to the good part, just for you.
Ho, ho, ho.
Huh?
El goddamn Dorado.
He was onto something big, all right.
Does it say anything else?
Oh, so now you're interested, huh?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, no. Last page was torn out. I'm telling you, Sully. This is it. This is finally it.
Yeah. Only... we got one little problem.
Yes, that's what I said. It blew up. It sank. No, that's why we have insurance, right? Oh. Oh no, the camera? No, the camera's fine. Don't worry about the camera, no. Still as good as new.
Sully, the girl can hold her own. You should have seen her.
Fine. You go on out there and you tell her, we just found the lost city of gold. Maybe her producer can get it on the air tonight.
Oh, come on.
Nate, do you trust me?
More or less.
Good. Because we're gonna have every two-bit scumbag in the world racing us to this treasure unless we cut her loose right now.
You're a real gentleman, Sully.
I know. It stinks. She'll get over it.
No, I don't care for over budget. I mean, do you realize that this could be like the biggest story of the year? Hi. No, I don't trust him, okay? That's why we need to move fast. So just get me the camera crew, and I promise you that... Son of a bitch. Hey! Should have seen that one coming. Ugh.
Ho ho. This game, I'm already loving it, man. I'm already loving it watching that cutscene again. El goddamn Dorado. Alright, yeah, there's a lot of dialogue during actual gameplay, so obviously I'm going to talk over most of it, because I have things to say, because I never shut up about anything. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. But, I got stuff to tell you guys. Specifically regarding Uncharted, of course. I mean, now that we're playing Uncharted, that's a good topic to talk about Uncharted. This is a big franchise for Sony and PlayStation, so, I mean, obviously, why not talk about it? Now, let me go right off the bat and tell you, one of the biggest things I loved about this game back in 2007 was, I was honestly blown, because this was back when I was still, like, getting blown away by the fact that there was such a big leap between the PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3. And one of the things that really impressed me was when you walked into the water and got into deep water and then walked out, Drake's pant legs were wet. Like, look at that. You see that? His pant legs are wet. I remember playing the demo for the game first before the actual retail game came out. And they had you play, I believe, this section of the game. And when you walk in the water, you get out, your pant legs are wet. And I was just thinking to myself, like, holy shit, like, that is so fucking cool. Like, oh my god, like Uncharted, MotorStorm, and a few other games, like Rockstar Games' Table Tennis for 360, like, those games, like, were just blowing me away. And this pant leg thing was like, oh, I was like, oh, next gen. I was like, oh, man, that's fucking amazing. That's so cool, dude. And nowadays you look at it and you just think, oh, like, that's just some, added detail to the game. But back then I was like, damn, that's fucking cool. I thought that was really awesome. I'm like, damn, do you see his fucking wet pants? That's making my pants wet. And another big thing about Uncharted games, and this is kind of like a public service announcement for you all, is there's a lot of puzzles in these games. In fact, if you're watching this and you've never played Uncharted, which first of all, what's wrong with you? Go play these games. But if you've never played Uncharted, there's actually a good amount of puzzles in this game, in all three games in the franchise and the one on PS Vita. So, what I'm saying basically is, I guarantee you, I'm not going to remember how to solve them. So, I mean, it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to be like stuck like trying to figure it out the whole time. And I'm totally gonna look like stupid. I'm gonna look stupid. Like, there's no doubt about that. But it might even get to the point where I'll just cut footage because it took me so long to figure it out again, or I'm just like, fuck it, and I'll just look up the answer real quick to figure it out. But like I guarantee you all that is going to happen in this game, and whenever I let's play the other Uncharted, like, it will happen. Hopefully, I remember most of them, or at least one of them or something. Sorry, that was a text message I just got. God damn it! It goes off twice because I'm using I am an Apple user, so I have iPhone and a Mac. And if you install OS OS 10 Yosemite, the Yosemite update allows your text messages to go to your phone, and since I have both those things near me right now, they both go off. Ah! There we go. Jump. Circle. Make sure I don't screw this up. This part I remember, but most others I will not. But yeah, I've been using that, and by the way, it's actually a great feature. If you are like an Apple user, like this is easily the best version of the best computer feature I've ever had in a long time, is being able to send and receive text messages from my computer, because it's so much easier to type on a keyboard, like an actual full computer keyboard. So when I'm at home, I'll just text from my computer. And it's, oh my god, it's like a dream. It's so awesome. I love using it. Usually your notifications don't both go off like that. Apple, I found it really intuitive that with how Apple did it is if you're texting a lot on your Mac, then your phone isn't going to immediately go off. Only your Mac will go off. And if you don't respond to it after a few minutes on your Mac, then it will also ding on your phone. So they kind of like give you that grace period of, oh, if you're constantly doing it on your Mac, then we're not going to beep your phone off the whole time. And if you're constantly doing it on your phone, your computer's not going to go off. And it will go off on your computer after a few minutes. So oh my god, such a good feature. I love it. Yeah, so there's that. So if I get text messages, then they're gonna like probably go off on my computer now, and that's gonna be a thing. So yay, annoyances while we're playing the game. Yay. A lot of dialogue going on right now. Hopefully you're reading that, or you're, like I mentioned earlier, you should have played this game by now, so you should know what's going on. As I always say, I hope you're watching these damn things for the commentary I provide, which, again, kind of a demeaning thing, but I don't think it's the best commentary out there. It's maybe mediocre. I'll go out and say that. My commentary is mediocre. But hey, what you see is what you get. Ain't no bullshit here. I've been pretty upfront about that. So, time to go into some specifics, if you will. The last, in Killzone 2, I was telling you guys about my car. My car was a big problem, right? So, I believe the last thing I updated you guys on regarding my car was I had to take it to a mechanic. Well, that was a few weeks ago. Obviously, some shit's changed, and if you follow me on Twitter, you already know like the news that's going on. And I actually announced it in Let's Talk PlayStation, but it is that, oh jeez, I don't even know what I have to do here. Yeah, that is one hell of a drop. Ah, jeez, I need to figure out what I need to do. I think I need to, yeah, this. Alright, I figured it out. Oh, it's L2 that reloads, I think. Okay. Anyway. So I took my my Saab, that's what I used to drive, my Saab 97X to the mechanic, and it was like I had to get like 4 things replaced. It was like wheel bearings, and there was rotation that was needed or something. Like the previous owner of this Saab did not really take care of it, and I had only had this Saab for like maybe 5-6 months. So you also got to figure, it's one of those things where you don't want to, yeah, like, I took them to the mechanic, and they said, like, oh, it's going to, be this, and this. And, of course, it was, the price to fix everything was outrageous. Now, I probably got screwed big time, because they said it was, like, going to cost, like, close to $2,000 to fix everything and replace everything, like, the parts and labor. And I guarantee you, like, I probably got fucked in the asshole, but, like, yeah, I had to pay it. And I had to pay it because I didn't feel comfortable driving that car. And I had to pay, it. I couldn't, like, find another mechanic or find a friend to look at it for me or replace the parts or do anything. I didn't have the time. Like, I had to go to work. Like, I needed my car to drive to work. And you all know that I just recently got a new job that pays really well. So the last thing I want to do is not have transportation to this new job that I'm really enjoying. It's a fun job. I'm making good money. So I was like, fuck it. Like, I have to pay it. Because they said they could get the job done that day. So I paid an obscene amount of money to get my car fixed that day. Which, whatever. Like, I had to do it. But it sucked. But then, so then that happened. And then, like, a week later, I had my inspection due for the car. Like, I had to get it inspected, because that's what you do. So I scheduled an inspection at another local mechanic, and that's like $50 or whatever. But then so the day of the inspection, I know, I gotta figure out what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a thing to light on fire or something. This thing. Yeah. That, right? There we go. Yeah, see, I remember some things. Look at that. I get in my car to drive to the inspection that day, and the check engine light comes on. Now, if you don't drive cars, the check engine light will come on your dashboard, and it will basically tell you that there's something wrong with your car. And if your car has the check engine light on, oh shit. Well, first death of the Let's Play. If your car's check engine light comes on, it's not going to pass an inspection because there's something wrong with the car. So I'm like, God damn it, the day I have an inspection, the light comes on. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just go to the mechanic anyway, and I'll tell them, like, hey, I'll just tell them that the light is on. My rats are drinking water right now. You can probably hear that. So I drive there, and I go to the front. The lady at the front desk answers the phone. I just died again, she comes out to the desk, and I'm like, hey, like, I had an appointment for an inspection, but here's the thing that I told the lady, I'm like, I shit you not, I get in my car, and the check engine light comes on. She's like, okay, well, we'll have our mechanic come out and get the little, like, the reader, and we'll check it for you. Because what they do is they plug this thing in your car. It's like a little device that will, read your car and engine and all that shit to some degree, and they'll try, and it'll give them, like, an error code, and they'll try and figure out what's wrong with it. By the way, I'm not a huge, like, I don't know everything about cars, so excuse me if I sound like a dumbass. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. So the guy comes out, he checks the car and everything, and he's telling me all this shit, and obviously I'm not retaining the information as best as I can, so I can't relay the information to you guys perfectly. But he says, oh yeah, this and that, and this line's showing up on the reader, and this means that, and this means that, and I'm like, listen, like, I just spent a shitload of money. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. I wish that the game would tell me. See if you can find a way to clear all. Oh, okay. Yep, okay. That is over here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta blow that thing up. Okay. I saw this and I was like, I shouldn't shoot that because it's gonna blow up, but I guess I do. Anyway, so I told the guy, I'm like, listen, like, I just spent all this money, like, fixing it. I can't spend any money, like, this. I can't put this much more money into the car. He said, well, here, so I said, what's the cheapest option? He said, here are your options. He said, drive it for 40 or 50 miles. Just drive it, and then take it back to us, and we'll check it again, and we'll see if that eliminates certain options of, like, what to do next. Because he said it might be this thing, it might be that thing. So he said, one thing you can do is just drive it and come back, and we'll check it again to see if it's not this other thing. To put it in the most simplest of terms possible. And I said, well, okay, well, that doesn't cost me anything, so I'll just go, well, obviously it costs gas, but I was like, okay, that doesn't really cost me anything, so I'll go do that. So I drove it around, and I'm driving, and I'm just like, fuck this shit, man. I'm so fucking tired of this car. I was getting so pissed off. Like, I didn't even want it, actually, to begin with when I first bought it. I just had to get it because it was, like, a decent price, and it was a nice car for the price, and I needed transportation anyway, so I just bought it. But I was like, fuck this shit. So I drove to a dealer. I drove to a dealer, a Nissan dealer, and I had already decided for a while what car I wanted. So I went to the dealer, and I was like, I want this. Like, what can we do? Like, what's going on here? Like, can we do something or what have you? Because you guys know, for a while, I was planning on buying a new car. Like, I told you guys in, the infamous Let's Play, I was giving you guys tips on, like, building your credit score and making sure you get a low-interest loan and everything, and I was trying to save up for a good down payment so I didn't have to pay that much more on the car. But it was getting to the point where I was so fed up with it that I was just like, fuck it, I'm leaving now. I'm buying this thing as soon as possible. So that's when I went to the dealer. And, hold on, I think this is a puzzle. So yeah, this is totally a puzzle. I remember this. God damn it. Let me try and figure this out real quick. Because this is like clearly going to take me time to do something. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let me just... How do you get up there? I remember this. I kind of remember this part. Okay. Yeah, you just got to do it in order. So number 1 is that symbol. And that symbol is not that. That's like a bird or something? No, that's the little dude. I pressed that second. So where's the first symbol? Oh, they're over there. Okay. I should have this down now. Anyway, where was I? I don't remember where I was. So I went to the dealer, and I was, like I said, I was fed up with everything, so I said, you know what, I'll just go buy this thing today. Or not, well, I mean, I wasn't sure I was going to get it today, because I also was hunting for a very specific vehicle. So I went there, and I was like, come on, like I was like, oh, this and that happened, like, I'm looking, like, do you have what I'm looking for or whatnot and everything, and sure enough, the car I wanted was right on the lot. Like, the color, like, the options I wanted, everything. And by the way, because I feel like I'm hyping it up at this point, I'll just tell you straight up. I wanted a, I wanted a Nissan Altima 2.5 SL. And I wanted it in black. It's a mid-size family sedan. I love the look of that car. Like, it's a nice, easygoing, 4-door, mid-size family sedan, but I love the exterior of it. And more specifically, I love the interior. I'm a sucker for really nice interior, and I wanted an SL model. So the SL is pretty much the loaded model of that vehicle. The only other better vehicle, the only other better model you could get of the Altima is the 3.5, which has a V6 in it. And I don't need a V6. I'll just stick with the 4-cylinder model, and I'll get good gas mileage. So the 2.5 SL is pretty much like a loaded model. It's like the best one you can get. It's got leather seats, a heated steering wheel. It had the moonroof package. It had the technology package, which is a 7-inch navigation screen. It's got Bluetooth. It's got everything. It's a fucking nice car. Like, I'm really happy with it because obviously I did end up getting it. But they had it on the lot, and I was just like, all right, well, like I want it, and so they offered me a very fair price for the Saab I had, which even though I told them too, I was like, the check engine light came on. They were like, like, they're car salesmen, they want the sale and everything, so they're like, oh, well, we'll still take it. The engine light kind of scares our mechanics or what have you, but we will take it and blah blah blah. And they were offering me a good rebate, and then I was like, well, I'm not going to pay MSRP, clearly, because, like, only suckers do that. So they took a little bit off the MSRP, and the interest rate was actually pretty good. It was much better than I thought I'd get. So all that stuff I was telling you about in the infamous Let's Play totally paid off for me. My interest rate was like 6%, and I already paid off like a third of the car with my fucking down payment and trade. So everything worked out, and I bought a brand new 2015 Nissan Altima SL. And it's a fucking nice car, and it's brand new. Like, it's brand new. I've never owned a brand new car, so it smells orgasmic. I pretty much come in my pants every time I get inside it. I love it. So I've basically been on a high for the past month. Not past month. I haven't had it for a month. I've only had it for a week. So for the past week, I've just had a high. Oh shit, I've had a high. Every time I get in it, I'm just like, oh, this is awesome. It like instantly like connects to my iPhone, and it starts playing music. And it's cold here in Western New York, so I got the heated seats and a fucking heated steering wheel, which I've never had before, which is awesome. And then like I didn't know where to go somewhere, so instead of using like Apple Maps and having to look at my phone or whatever, and dangerously navigating with my phone, like it's just built into the car dash, and it's got like all the. Goddamn, my phone went off again. It's got voice commands and shit, so it's just like, oh, it's awesome. I love it. A brand new 2015 vehicle. Totally fucking sick. And if you're a car guy, by the way, don't totally slam me for picking a Nissan or something. If you don't like Nissans, then yeah, I mean, cool, whatever. That's your prerogative. Like, don't turn this into a car war like the console wars. I deal with that shit enough. Running a YouTube channel, I definitely don't need it with car stuff. I am happy with my purchase. I like the car a lot. But anyway, that's the car story. That's what's been going on with me. So, So basically, it was a good ending. It sucks that I had to pay that much money, though, to fix the Saab, when in reality I could have never fixed it and just traded it in before it got fucked up. So I still kind of got fucked, but I got the car I wanted anyway, so I'm kind of happy. Anyway, guys, listen, this is 30 minutes of Uncharted Drake's Fortune. It's a good 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed, for the bulk of it, cutscenes and my car story. And I'll see you all in the next part, which is part 2. I'm sure you know it's part 2, because that's what's after 1. If you can't count, I'm surprised you're watching this video. You've found it, and you're actually using the internet properly. Good for you, man, but learn how to count.